So I invited you to explore coaching through something that is three-dimensional, that you can just experience. So welcome.
Thank you.
And from this perspective, don't worry about anything else in the room or the camera or anything. Just stand in front of it, and I invite you to just look at it and see what about it catches your attention. Which canvas catches your attention? There's 17 different canvases to choose from. There's no right or wrong answer, and I invite you to just kind of look at it and see what inspires you. Is it a color, a texture?
I like the movement in this one. Draws my eyes in that way, towards that one.
Go ahead and pull it out, literally. I'll hold the piece for you. And then hold it out where you can see the light.
It's beautiful.
And be open and curious to see what now catches your attention about it.
So now I see other things in an imaginary way that's more than movement. I see specific items using my imagination. Do I tell you what I see?
You're welcome to tell me what you see. What items catch your attention?
This catches my attention here.
Can you describe what you see?
To me, it feels like a tree and the bark and the roots are coming into a river of water or stream of some sort. And that's beautiful because trees and living things in nature need water for life. So the roots are dunking into this stream here and drinking, so to speak.
What about life is important to you?
Well, life is the essence. The opposite of life is death, and we certainly want to enjoy life while we have the opportunity to be here and live it, hopefully, to the fullest, if you're able to and smart enough to capture that and know how to do that, because there's only one life. There's no go-arounds, no second chances on that one. So I like how that tree makes me feel, if it is a tree in your imagination. In mine, it's imagination, drinking water. And here I see some flowers dangling.
Are you willing to explore a little bit more about the interplay between life and death in the painting by finding where a metaphor of death might reside in the image here?
I can give it a try, sure.
Whoever.
Absolutely. Let's go. Let's try. Let's give it a go.
Feel free to turn the painting around to change your perspective.
Wow. I actually see more life. I don't see end of life in any way. I see more life on this side. Because my mindset is in nature, as I love nature and the environment and anything that has to do with those things, I see a dolphin. I see water. There's always still water for me, which is life. To me, water signifies life. Splashing with the dolphin coming up. And waves beneath him. And sky. So I don't see death. If that's what you want me to look for, I don't see that. But perhaps here could be something coming towards him.
In your own world,
Mm-hmm.
this metaphors of beauty and life and flowing and feeding and the interplay between life and death, how is that showing up or not showing up in your own personal world? The art is a mirror in which to see ourselves. The patterns and textures are merely representations for our brain to better kind of have a backdoor approach to our own ways that we see our lives. So be willing to, or invite you to, ask yourself, where in your life do you have a lot of flow? Where do you not have a lot of flow?
I have a lot of flow in my creative world through my music. It brings me much joy, and I feel alive when I'm in that moment. A area of my life that I don't have a lot of flow, or that makes me sad, that contemplating death, even though I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity that God has given me in doing this, but I care for a 92-year-old mother, and 92 is up there in age, so I often look at her and I get sad, and I'll give her a hug and I'll kiss and I'll say, Mama, how's your day? How are you doing? Because I know that as much as I love my mother and I appreciate this journey that I have with her, I have to come to terms with the fact that I get to watch her die too. So that makes me sad. But I think I've been entrusted with her care. The universe did that for me, so I'm going to step up to the plate and handle that.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned in your painting certain metaphors that caught my attention, but I'd like to invite you back to the painting and continue to shift it to whatever perspective feels good to you around exploring that question of strength. Strength to help you get through holding space for your beloved mom, our mom, who is transitioning. These are all of our elders, are all of a piece of us.
Yes.
So feel free to turn it around and see life again, and where does strength reside in this image for you?
Where does strength reside in this image for me?
Color, texture, shape, metaphor.
So I see, as far as texture goes, I see strength in these glittery silver. It's almost like an aura coming down that sprinkles life to the rest of the world. But because this is shiny and glittery, like maybe it's not real, like maybe it's something bigger than us here in the physical world, but it's still around us, and it's still in this painting, and it gives the painting life in some magical way.
What wisdom is in what you just said? What are you acknowledging? What are you acknowledging about what's true for you?
Well, for me, that there is a greater being or a greater entity or a greater force, whatever you believe in, that you want to give it that name, that surrounds us in the physical world, and it's this glittery, shiny beams of light that give us strength and hold us up.
And what will that allow you to do in your life moving forward?
That will give me strength to do the difficult things in my life that I am called upon to do. And we all have difficult things to do because it's not always an easy ride. Whether it be for my mom when that time comes, or for myself, or for other people that I love, to hold them up and be there for them and be strong enough to be able to do that.
What's one word that is represented in that wisdom that you're taking from this artistic interpretation to your own life? What's one word? Reflection of your own perspective here.
I would say strength. Strength would be a word that I hope to have and desire to have and aspire to have for all those challenges.
Is the strength already inside of you?
I think I am a strong person, in my opinion. I think it's inside of me. I think as a human, I sometimes falter, as we all do, and we just need something like this to remind us to bring it out again.
What are you acknowledging now about you? And I'll hold this up for you so you can free your hands.
Well, I am acknowledging that I am a strong person inside, but I'm still human, so I could have my weak moments, and I have been having a few weak moments of late. But the beams of light, they got me. They got me.
They do got you.
They got me. I'm gonna rise above. See, look, they're rising above.
And you are too.
And be strong for when the time comes that I need to be strong, for all these times, for my mom and for all the other times that life is gonna throw something at me that I have to be strong.
Strength. It's good. It's a good one. Now there's another step to this painting that's quite unusual.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to see if we can do this together utilizing the camera. Okay, do you trust me to go into the dark just a little bit
Yes.
deeper?
Oh, yes.
Hold on to the painting. I'll grab the camera. And follow me. We'll literally go in the dark together.
Okay.
And I will close the door.
Oh, no.
I don't know if this is opaque, but can you describe what you're seeing?
Oh my God. Okay. So this to me feels like Vincent Van Gogh's Starry, Starry Night. And they're beautiful little stars of strength.
Can't see them with the camera. But go ahead and explore that.
So, yeah, it's beautiful. I feel like I'm in outer space, but I feel safe and protected and not scared. And I'm smiling because I feel like there's this journey ahead of me. I don't know where it's taking me. And that could be true for life too, and with my journey with my mom and other journeys in my life. But I feel strong, like I'm not scared. Like I can do it because all the little beams of light are protecting me.
Well, where does that protection, when you check in with your body, where is that protection?
Like physically in my body?
What do you notice about the protection in your body?
Well, I feel it in my gut. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand the correct question. I feel it inside. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to feel safe, that something is protecting me.
I invite you to take a deep breath. And take 2 more breaths. Embodying what wisdom has been brought to you, through you. What's your one word?
Strength. Strength.
And so it is. And as with life, we all have a piece of a larger whole. Are you ready to share your piece and put your piece back into the canvas?
Thank you for enlightening me for a little while. I'm gonna put it back. And thank you, Annalise, for doing this with me.